Welcome. This is Wistful. This is my Flosstube. I'm Donna. Hi. I'm from New Zealand, so I'm sharing my coffee with you and hopefully not spilling it on the embroidery that I've got. So I'll start through with some of the stuff that I've been up to. You can see I put on my Christmas earrings just for you. I had to throw away the teddy bear ones because they lost an eye and I had a cyclops. But the Santas still have both eyes. Num, 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 num. Everybody else drinks coffee with these or tea. So, thought I would. Anyway, so welcome. Life has been very busy, as most of you are too, with Christmas and everything else. So I'll just share some of the things that I'm still up to. I've got untold projects. I'm the queen of starters, I think. I've got 136 at the moment, whips, which is crazy. So I think next year will be my year of whips. It's about time I did one. Anyway, and I'll focus on that, and I may add a couple in. I can't help myself. Anyway, I have been busy. I've been working on one, first of all, my challenge 9. Forget that. I was hopeless. I just kept adding. So anyway, this is one. It's an easy one. It's a decoration. And it's quite nice. So I should put his eyeballs in and the writing on the sign and stuff, but it's been quite fun. So I hope to get, that might be one of the finishes at one stage. So I have been busy. This I pulled out again because it's Christmas time. Christmas at Hawk Run Hollow. I love Hawk Run Hollow carriage house samplers. So they're fun. But this is on 40 count. So I've got to use my magnifying glass because otherwise you cannot see it. So that's his, that's the back. That's the front. I'm doing it with magical stitches and needlework, so it slows me down a bit. But it reminds me to get stitching, which is quite handy. And then I also had to pull out Hunting Pals, which is this one. It's an oldie moldy, the Saturday Evening Post, and this was put out by Stony Creek way back. So I pull this out, and this is, I did some writing on the post. So it's fun. I'll hold it still so you can actually see it. Trouble is, when I hold it up, I can't see what I'm doing. Anyway, I dug out, and one that I have been taking to Guild has been this by Design Work. And this sampler, I've still got to do some work I noticed on the horseshoe, on the horseshoes? Not horseshoes, snowshoes. But I've been at the base with the numbers. So it's getting there. It's getting there. So you can see I've still got to string those snowshoes. And down at the bottom, I'm working on the fish and the numbers. So you can see it. If I hold it back. And that's been fun. I like doing that. It's relaxing, but it has been going forever. And then I did the Houses of Hawk Run Hollow. And what I did with this originally is I picked some fabric that I had. And this I'm going to have to do in the pieces. I can't put it all on one piece. So I got a bunch of the Houses of Hawk Run Hollow. So I'm working on this one. And I made a bit of progress, and it's pretty. So the house is coming. The vine's done. Now we're into the house and the roof, and we shall go down. So that's kind of fun. And it's big enough that you don't need to have specialty equipment with magnifiers. Then I've been working on my year at Hawker and Hollow. Told you I was Hawker and Hollow nuts. And that's the pattern. Carriage House Samplers. I like these. So I'm doing some of these with magical stitches in needlework. So I've been working on the lion and the lamb. So you can see I've got a bit of the lamb and a bit on the house. So you can see those. And originally I thought I would do all of them and put it on here. But I goofed up. I didn't have enough room for the bottom bit. I've got more of this fabric. I'm going to write something between where this bit finishes. I'm going to have, and then there was more, and then I'll do it. I've got some more of the same fabric, and I'll somehow put it onto the other one, and then put these final 3 on it at the bottom. So it's a fix-upper as you go. That's a disadvantage of doing too many projects at once. You get discombobulated. That sounds good. I like that word. It's big. Then I like this Bretagne sampler. It's big. It's done on Ada, which is refreshing periodically. I like the border, and it's pretty. Pretty is nice. And that's what it looks like. And that one I measured really. You know, I kept finding all these things, like started too low down, and then I started running out, and anyway, we'll get there. I refuse to do the border all the way around my samplers and then start things, because I pick such huge projects that it would just take me ages to do. And then I wouldn't get to do any of the fun stuff. And starting at the middle, it's boring. I've tried that. Anyway, so what am I up to? I'll still be stitching. I'll finish off the stitches and magical stitches and needlework. Still doing that. I don't do all the stuff, and that's been part of it. Stitching has been fun. I've cut down on ordering some stuff. However, a big thank you to Teresa Vanette of Kitten Stitcher, and also Hands Across the Sea, for having a rethink about the Avondale Sisters, which has made me very happy. I'm on the list, and you should get those 2 samplers, and those 2 I will start. So next year I hope to, I'll try and be good, but I'm weak. I'll start the Avondale Sisters. That's a must. And I've got a couple others that I probably will start. But I won't do the Stitch Mania this year. That's just nuts. I can't do it. There's just a limit. And I don't think I'll change my mind. But what I hope to do is finish 2 and start 1. Which, with the help of this one, it'll help. And a few of the others are getting nearish, but then it'll grind down because the others are huge samplers. But then a lot of people that start ones have little bitty ones. So if I counted each block, I could count more, but then the total number would go up rather exponentially. And I really want to get back into my real stitching, because going from one to the other has been confusing, and haven't measured quite as well as I usually do, so that's a bit of it. Now, let's see, I've been buying floss, bought some snuck in and bought some fabric, so that's been cool. And so that should help. Otherwise, I'll just take it easy. I have a bit of an update about, this is New Zealand. Now, I don't know if any of you know about the, on Monday we had a bit of an eruption. One of our volcanoes went up, which is White Island, which is Waikari. It's a beautiful island. It's adventure tourism, and so what it is it's a, moving my coffee over, some things are important. The eruption went without notice, without warning, with people on it. One tour group was just finishing and completing, and another one was getting on. And there are, I think the death toll or something is up to 13. At the moment, today is called Recovery Day because our New Zealand police and the Navy have been off to recover the bodies. They figure there are 8 still on the island, and 8 bodies were still there, and they have been able to recover 6. They had to send the police over to identify and get all of the proper stuff, and so it's been too dangerous to actually go back. So at the moment, 11 people with burns have been removed back to Aussie. We've had several. We have 8 people at Middlemore Hospital. That's where our National Burns Unit is. 2 at the Waikato Hospital, and 3 in the hut, and 4 in Christchurch. There are a wide variety of people. New Zealanders have died. We had people from all over the world. There was a big cruise ship from Tauranga that had people that were doing tours. And speaking personally, well, I'm very sorry that all this happened and all that, but adventure tourism is a lot of fun. A lot of people do it. We did it about 20 years ago and went on White Island. And it was 2 days before you weren't able to go, and a day afterwards you weren't able to go. So we got the window of opportunity to be able to go on it. It's one of the more, about 17,000 people do these tours a year, so it's not small. Adventure tourism is big in New Zealand. We've got whitewater rafting, we've got people going up mountains, we've got the Tongariro crossing, which is close to us. We've got different treks, the Milford Sounds, and all sorts of stuff. So it's something that people are into and enjoy, and it's not without its risks. And our hospitals and our communities, the Maori community has been very supportive. We've got a lot of people that have been working terribly hard. We had intensivists fly out to the island immediately and actually recover some people and take them up to the Auckland hospital. So it's been huge. It's rather gut-wrenching. Anyway, it's been a very busy time. So anyways, that's been taking a lot of our thoughts. It's on the news heaps in the recovery, and they're trying very hard to keep everybody posted. Skin has been, you have one person that has 80% burns, which is very hard. I used to work trauma, and worked 2 years in the burns wards at Middlemore before it became a national center. So it's huge work. You have a lot of people working incredibly hard. So I hope that I'll stop. Otherwise I'll go off into tears. Hope everybody is good. I hope you enjoy the stitching. Take it easy. Enjoy the holiday. Eat up when you can. Exercise if you can. Yeah. And enjoy. Enjoy the joy of stitching. Okay. It's been fabulous. Okay. You guys take care. And I'll catch up with you. Don't know if it'll be this year. It could be, but don't know it. But happy stitching. Bye. Oh, subscribe if you want and like if you want. Take care. Bye-bye.